Hey guys, so it's April 16th and I wanted to go ahead and document some of the progress that's being made here. I have a lot of footage that I have yet to make into a video. I'm working on it, but it was like 10 hours of footage that I'm having to cut and condense and figure out how I want to make that into a watchable video. But I figured I'd go ahead and kind of just give people an update of where I'm at, what's been going on. So just a little tour. And so this is April 16th. A lot of things are starting to leaf out here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is my property, the property line. That's the corner post there, and it comes across and goes over by the telephone or by the pole there. So unfortunately, there's this natural gas pipeline right along my fence line, and so I'm probably gonna put the fence back a few feet on this side, which is kind of what the neighbors did with their chain link over there. And so not a big deal. It'll just kind of be parking space, or maybe I'll grow a flower bed there or something like that, but it's not going to go to waste. And so on this side, I'll make sure that, you know, I can't even get those poles out of the ground, so it'll be clear where the property line is at. And that's really all I'm concerned with. So I just got some wood chips yesterday, which was really nice. I kind of cleared out this space for that purpose, and so it's getting some use already. I put some wood chips here for my drive just to try and keep it from getting too swampy. There were starting to be tracks on wet days, and I'm probably going to have to, or I probably am going to dig a swale or a ditch kind of along the drive on this side that kind of goes along the fence when I get the fence put in. And that'll help direct water away from this space, and I'll probably even raise up the drive a little bit. I'm just kind of dreading doing that by hand with a shovel, so I am hoping to maybe rent some machinery at some point, but it might be a while before I get to that. My project for now is getting a fence put in. So the fence, it'll come out to there, but then I'm also going to have it come across like right here, and this will kind of be my gate into the property, and then the fence will come here, curve around to where I already showed you guys. So yeah, like I said, I'll have a little swale there. This area is slowly getting cleared out. It doesn't look like there's many trees of value in there. I was waiting for them to leaf out so I could see what they were, but it seems like mostly hackberry. And then there's still one I haven't identified. There's a chance that there might be some mulberry. That's kind of the one that I'm hoping for, but don't know. Oh, I forgot to show you guys back at the start. There's lots of seed that I just kind of broadcast randomly that's sprouting, and it's a mix of kale and radish and beets and turnips and all sorts of things. It's a forager's mix for attracting wildlife, and so there's some over here. Looks like it got run over by the wood chip guys, but that's okay. That was kind of the idea. Is it's just scattered randomly just along the edges. So, you know, I figure along the fence here, there's a bunch of seed back there. In this space, there's some seed. So it'll be interesting to, there's some there, to kind of see what makes it, what grows without being irrigated in just a sort of natural wild environment. It'd be nice to just kind of get a yield without really doing much. So this project is a big old hugel bed that I did not too long ago. So you can see I dug trenches on either side. This trench is a little bigger. Put that soil on top of a bunch of buried branches and logs that are in there, and they'll slowly break down and kind of provide moisture and nutrients. Yeah, it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I was trying to do it in a way where it's not totally separate from the original topsoil, that the soil or the roots of what I plant in here can kind of make it through the branches down to the topsoil that was already there. So I've got a bunch of bare root saplings that I've planted. There's plum and cherry and persimmon, and nannyberry and spice bush, and I'm blanking on the rest, but lots of things. Again, I've planted, I think, the foragers mix, as well as you can see there's some peas popping up. There's some garlic popping up. I planted some herbs. This was supposed to be kind of more of an herb garden, but we ended up just spreading lots and lots of seeds. But you can see there's stuff growing, so it's definitely not all gonna make it because it's really, really thick. But it'll be interesting to kind of see what does make it, what plants do best in this environment, and that's kind of the goal, is to just let the survival of the fittest thing happen and let nature kind of give me feedback as to what does well. And so lots of the bare root saplings are leafing out, which is good. It looks like a lot of them died, but I planted really thick, so that was kind of the point. Is, I mean, it's okay that a lot of them are not going to leaf out. I mean, there's still time, so some of them might leaf out, but they don't, not a big deal, because again, I have really close spacing. So right now it's kind of looking about 50% of them made it. They sat for a long time in a not so good environment, but haven't done anything with the tires, just because I've been really trying to focus on getting seeds in the ground. Here's the corner of the property. See the fence line? I just cleared that. Let me show you guys. It was a lot of not so fun work because there's a lot of really spiky thorns. You guys can see. Anyways, it is, yeah. Here, you can look at my arm. Yeah, not so fun, but getting that done. Getting ready to put the fence up. So here's the other property line, the back side. The string is falling down, getting old, but that's where the fence line is, and that's where I'll be putting the fence in. Garden beds are doing well. Lots of things coming up. Lots of things just about ready to start munching on. That was some arugula. Love arugula. Onions doing great. Planted onions all along the edge on both sides. So it looks like it's all doing well. So again, this has not been irrigated since it was planted. In fact, this side, sorry, out of focus. This side got some buckets of water when it was first planted, but this side didn't even get anything. It's only been watered through the natural rain cycles. I am going to try and start collecting rainwater to be able to do a little bit of irrigation just when it gets really, really dry, but right now it's all off the grid. Here's my friend, my neighbor, dog. He likes to say hi. Hi. His buddy's coming too. They're really fun. So this is a new okay. This is a new chain link fence that the neighbor put in. And it's back from the fence line. So this is actually the fence line. And they just went ahead and put the chain link fence back about 10 feet. And so I'm gonna go ahead and clear this, and I'll probably put up my own little fence, and it'll be more of a living fence. You know, I'm gonna try and grow as much as I can on it, but this whole space is just gonna kind of end up being growable space. So it's kind of a fun little thing. And they have a gate there so they can access it. And it might just be the space where I hang out with, play with the puppy dog or something. So always things to be cleaning up. These logs will probably turn into mushroom logs. Lots of mushroom or logs for mushrooms, and they should be arriving soon. My mycelium, my spawn, mushroom spawn. So I have, it looks like I have some elderberry. A lot of elderberry coming up. I think this is elderberry, maybe I'm wrong, but there's a lot of something popping up there, so that'll be interesting. Spaces are evolving. Here's some horse poop that's been sitting a while, and also under there is a little more composted. I got these cattle panels from the neighbor. They were just really nice when this was the old fence that the dog kept getting through, and so they took them out and put in the new fence. Here's my big pile of horse poop. It's kind of half composted, half fresh, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll either compost it more or just kind of do like a mix whenever I'm ready to plant stuff with that. Been pulling out a lot of asphalt, specifically when I was digging here. And so making an asphalt mound is kind of interesting. I think there was an asphalt like driveway that kind of came maybe through here, because I found some on this side too. It's all over there. I don't know. I don't know what it was from, but it was pretty deep in the ground, and seems like some kind of driveway or something. So here's some more logs. Some of these oak logs I got from a Craigslist post, like this guy, and he'll end up being just like a bench or a seat, excuse me, that will grow mushrooms. So I'm gonna inoculate all this stuff, and more brush to clean up. Been collecting bags of leaves just whenever I see them. Here's some wire mesh that I got for free. Some of my buckets. This is my messy trash area that I need to clean up and organize, and I will do that once I get this shed put in here. So this is my little foundation that I didn't even know existed until after I bought the lot, so it was a pleasant surprise. So I'm gonna do like an 8x10 shed on this side, and then that'll leave me space for 2 IBCs, and I'm gonna collect the rainwater off the shed and have some elevated kind of irrigation from the IBCs, so that'll be nice. I cut down a bunch of trees. This tree I cut down, and again, that'll be for mushrooms, and I still have a lot to clear out. That whole fence line, that's really my last fence line that I have to do. But let's see, that might be all that I have for right now. I trimmed some trees. That hackberry I trimmed, and this pecan I trimmed, and I think he might be an ash tree or an elm or something, but I trimmed off a branch right there that was kind of coming out. So it's going to be a process of slowly letting light in to this space. And so I think for this year, because I'm unirrigated for the most part, I will be unirrigated unless I can get that shed catching rainwater. It'll be good to have shade. So you can see I'm going to have shade there, lots of shade, but that summer sun's going to pass right through here, and that'll be a nice good deal of sun. And there's pockets here and there, so it'll be interesting. All right, I think that's all. I guess I didn't mention my my trailer and my dumping wagon, but a lot of you already know about that. But basically, this is my temporary shed. It's a little Coleman trailer that I have all my tools and things in, and then this is a nice little dumping wagon that kind of it's got 4 wheels, and it can it's real nice for moving dirt and stuff. So All right. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, long video. But that's what I've got so far. Peace.